This is Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Now, I have to say, this game really impressed me. I thought this game was one of the best PlayStation 3 games, and I have to say, it's pretty good. This game was released in 2007, and it's from the multi-million selling game studio Naughty Dog. Now, right off the bat, you should know that game is going to be good, because it's made by the same people who created Jak and Daxter. So, let's get into the story. The story is about the 400-year-old clue in the coffin of Sir Francis Drake, and Nathan Drake is supposedly the descendant of Sir Francis Drake. So Nathan Drake is after El Dorado, and he ends up on this island, which all these mercenaries are out to try to kill him and all that stuff. So it's a very chaotic game. So without further ado, let's get into some gameplay while I talk about what's great about this game and what's not so great. Okay, this is some gameplay. Now, just like the Jak and Daxter games, this game has a lot of platforming. So you're going to have to climb around a lot like a monkey. So be ready for that. Now, I'm going to fail right there. All I have to say about the controls for this, I have no complaints. It works very good, nice, responds very good, and it's very fluid. Although you gotta move fast so you don't fall, because on some platforms, if you don't jump right, you will fall. Okay, now we'll show you how the guns work. First of all, when you're close to an object, you press circle, you will get close to the wall and crouch down like that. Well, not crouch down, but you use the wall for protection. Now, if you press L1, you go into gun mode, or whatever it's called, and you press R1 to shoot. Now, one problem I have with the gunplay in this game, you can blind shoot. Notice how I'm shooting a grenade. Notice how I'm shooting, but I'm not going into gun mode. Now, you just randomly shoot anywhere, and it's very hard to hit anybody. Occasionally, sometimes I might hit them, but usually, like 80% of the time, I never hit them when I'm going like that. Only way I can hit somebody unless they're really close or I'm in this mode like this. Now, you're only allowed to carry 2 guns at a time. 1 gun in your hand and 1 gun on your back. And here's an AK-47 right here. You also have grenades. To activate grenades, you select grenades, press L1, and press R1 to throw. Now, I rarely use the grenades unless I run out of ammo for my gun, because it takes a long time to, it's not as quick, but they fixed that problem in Uncharted 2. And you also punch. Now, let me tell you how the health system works. There's no life bar or health upgrades, anything like that. Every time he gets hurt, the screen slowly starts to lose color. The screen slowly starts to lose color, and then when the screen turns completely black and white, he's dead. And then you'll slowly start seeing some blood on the screen. Now, this game also has some level where you're on I think a jet ski or whatever you call it. Now, the water looks great in this game. This is some of the best water I've ever seen in video games. It looks marvelous, and my camera does not give it any justice. But trust me, it looks great. I was very, very impressed with the water. It looks almost real. And if you notice that girl on the back, she acts as your sidekick. And see, I just died right there. Because I really hate these parts of the game sometimes, because it's very hard to maneuver. Like you gotta drive and shoot, and so it does take some getting used to. But it's a pretty nice addition. You gotta shoot them really fast. You can't really stay still long. But a nice little thing, you never run out of bullets. I can keep shooting all day. I'm not going to run out of bullets. I'm running out of health. I better hide over here. And that girl name is Elena Fisher, I think. So I must mention the bonuses before I forget. Over the game, you can find little treasures hidden around the areas. And if you get enough treasures, you get medals. Like if you get one treasure, you get first treasure. You get beginner fortune, you get 5 treasures, and so on like that until you get all the treasures. And then once you collected a certain amount of treasures, you get rewards. Like I can get different costumes, different weapons. Let me just show you some of the weapons: 9mm pistol, AK-47 assault rifle, a Moss 12 shotgun, a 92 FS 9mm semi-automatic pistol, and you even get Dragon sniper rifles. So you get lots of good lots of good guns in this game. So here's my final thoughts on Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Okay, so here's the verdict. I have to say, Uncharted Drake's Fortune is a marvelous game. It is marvelous. It is awesome. I just have to say, it was a very good game. I only wish I had bought it sooner. I got this game for Christmas 2009, and I really wish I had got it back in 2007. But it's still a very good game all in all. It's one players only, but it does not have any online multiplayer. So, you know, that really that is a little disappointing, but it still doesn't take away from the game, in my opinion. So my final review is a 8.5 out of 10. Now, if you thought Uncharted Drake's Fortune was good, wait till you see Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. 25 perfect review scores, 10 out of 10 for Game Informer, 5 out of 5 for GamePro. So stay tuned for the review of Uncharted 2 Among Thieves.